elephant are one such species. It's a very wide-ranging species, you know. It doesn't stay in one protected area. It's a migratory species. It passes through a traditional migratory route that it has established long back, and this route, this habitat has already been, been put into human use. We have created orchards, we have created homestead gardens, and this has ultimately led, to more increased interaction. So it's not only the responsibility of the forest department or the government departments to mitigate the issue. We are equally responsible for dealing with this problem. So here I would also like to take opportunity of what we have been doing as an organization. RNNet is a non-profit, non-government organization which is based in Guwahati. We have been working on generating data using camera trap surveys in protected areas like Nong Khai Lam, Nokrek. We have been working in elephant habitats, trying to understand how elephants are distributed over Meghalaya, what is the current situation of elephants in the state, what are the conflicts that we have, and what are the effective mitigation measures that are being practiced either by the forest department or by the local communities. So we have started this work, and this workshop is a part of the bigger conservation work that we are doing in Meghalaya. And through this project, which is promotion of coexistence in human-elephant conflict area in Northeast India, so we will be working mostly in West Garo Hills. We will be working with 5 villages. And with this workshop, we would like to request and your support and participation to make the project successful, to promote coexistence of the elephants.
So as you know, human-elephant conflict is a very complex system, and if it is not uniform everywhere. Suppose if it is some cases, case to case it is different. And that's why, and because it involves number of things. It involves with anger, it involves emotion, it's life security, it involves science, and many things, culture. So many times we always cannot blame elephant. Many times we human beings are also responsible for conflict. So it's a very complex system, and we cannot prescribe a common medicine for everywhere. That has to be think on. At this moment, human population is expansion, unplanned development activities causing the elephant degradation, fragmentation, shrinking, quality of habitat is decreasing. As a result of that, today we are competing for space and resources between human and elephant, and this has led to conflict. And these are some of the drivers. And this has adversely affected well-being of the people. Some of the people has sleepless night for months, 4-5 months. People stay in tongies. So our major challenges is that the HCC problem is much more greater than what resources we have. So financially or manpower, they are both away. And while elephant, as it leads to negative interaction, in such situation it is very difficult to motivate communities. And then when elephant goes into the villages, it's very difficult to control the mob or villagers. And elephant are spill over to new areas. For example, elephant were not there in say Maharashtra, elephant were not there in Madhya Pradesh. Now elephant are moving. For example, even within Assam, we have seen elephant are moving to new areas. It's spill over because they can, as the corridor is blocked, whenever because they are moving to other areas, and they are easily adopted. And that is the biggest challenge, because when people are living with elephant for ages, they know how to live with. But when elephant come into new areas, it is very difficult. They don't know how to live. So in Assam we have taken 5 districts, and in Garo Hills we have taken West Garo Hills. And our main idea is to facilitate coexistence in the landscape, particularly in Assam, riverine landscape in eastern Assam and Garo Hills, and by safeguarding life and livelihood of people, elephant, as a result of improving welfare of communities and biodiversity conservation. And outcome of this, recently IUCN has developed a guideline how to mitigate HCC, and we will try to follow that in this that so that we can, as a result of that, we are targeting around 600 households in these districts, and as a model, because this is a new guideline come up, and we would, and also same time Government of India has also, MOEF has also launched National Action Plan for Human Wildlife Conflict Mitigation. We would like to implement this plan so that from the beginning we can comprehensive develop a method so for coexisting, facilitating coexistence.
This elephant reserve has been created in the year 2001. 2001 onward. It includes, it has about 3,500 square meter inside Garo Hills. It covers almost all the South Garo Hills, then part of East Garo Hills up to Rongrengiri Reserve, then it covers Nokrek National Park, and up to some part of Dadinge area, then it goes to between Turakasya and Nokchi. So this is the area where we are implementing the project Elephant. So this the area is not covering the whole Garo Hills, but we have elephant outside the elephant reserve also. Our main schemes are concentrated in this elephant reserve, and we cannot take more scheme outside the reserve except payment of ex gratia. Our main problem is that the land belongs to the people, and they use their land as their will. So we cannot prevent them. You don't do this thing. You don't cultivate here. You don't settle here. We cannot say like that. So it is their land. So they used to stay even in the elephant corridor also. So that way there are so many conflict. There are many household damages and injuries to human beings. So in our elephant project Elephant, we have some schemes, and we have created voluntary protection squad in the villages, because we have very few staff in the department. Altogether, we have only about 43 to 45 staff only, and it is covering the whole West Garo Hills, Southwest Garo Hills, part of South Garo Hills also, this Chokpot area, then North Garo Hills. Then this 4.5 district is covering by this Tura division. So we have only 43 to 45 staff. So it is very difficult to control the main elephant conflict.
So I feel that here what we are facing in the villages, and especially in this Tikrikala area, the response time, and there is a limitation on the forest department in terms of personnel also, as already shared. So the best way is to prepare our villagers to how to respond, and in fact forest department already has these voluntary protection squad, 63 numbers, so that's very heartening to know. And so very similar, so we have a disaster management volunteers. Recently we are training these Abda Mitras also. So I feel that this QRT kind of quick response teams should be at the village level, and we need to empower these village youth, especially in this, because by the time I think we respond, because since it's a huge district, so from here to Tikrikala, teams will take 3.5 hours to reach. But by that time, I think major things will happen. So the best approach is that we need to empower these QRTs or the voluntary protection squad which are there. So I hope we will work to improve their capacity, more awareness. These kind of workshops should be, for them, how to, because they will be the first responders. So we need to empower these villages. There's no way to ensure any faster response. Of course, we are always there from police side, from forest side, from district administration, BDO. We'll do our best, but I think as first responders, villagers must know what they are dealing with and how to basically respond in such situations. So that is very, very important. Regarding solar fencing, so I think it's a very innovative idea. So I just want to mention here is that we have been working with an organization called Selco Foundation on solar energy. So Selco Foundation basically funds the project where we are finding a solution to a problem using solar energy. So since you are talking about the solar fencing and there will be a power requirement, so I suggest that this project can be a collaboration with Selco. We have been working in East Garo Hills for quite some time, and now they are spreading into entire Meghalaya, of course, their operations. So I suggest that we can definitely will be able to get funding for these kind of things, and they will be happy to do that. In fact, they are doing it in African countries also.
It's a important issue that is creating problem for the people here. Not only loss of life, but also loss of livelihood, crops, and houses that are being faced. So, since one of the guy, I think Barua, he is a researcher associated with Aranyak, right? So I'd request if you can take up this research-based data gathering regarding the movement pattern, like their path, at what time, daytime, nighttime, season, and also the month, and so that we can actually chalk out that what are all areas and what are the timings, and so that we can identify the hotspots, because there would be community would be living and they would be doing their agriculture work, plantation work, and all these things. So we can identify the hotspot areas where conflict has occurred already in past and also in near future where it is likely to occur, because with the change of climate change, these patterns have been changing. So the rain pattern is changing. People's where plantation where they are doing, and after sometimes they would feel that this is the better area, so they would move to that area. So it's better that from the past and from their understanding, if some research-based data can be gathered from that. Also, since some of the areas has already been identified, like Potamati or in Nokchi area or in Dadingri, Silsila area, so appropriately placed, strategically placed signboards, wherein we have the information not only for the people, it keeps reminding the people of the village, also the people who are coming from outside.
Recently project elephant ni andaro tahun tangga ko matso aha, especially around 47 lakhs mana ha depredation cases na niba ya tangga gamma garan singna changsano gamna chungjainga maina daisi akan gamun gata ya division ni andaro dauna pending ya 47 lakhs ko gale mang another 1 crore 12 lakhs rang gata nangkhuinga gamma compensation ko gamna gata singa ya ko proposal ang submit ka ha haida ya bisi sokbana kadunya andi ba daisi an mengata ya compensation na galgebarang jemangan account number ang ko submit ka ha department na waramadे चिंगा process काइंगा 2015-16 अनि kon process काइंजो दाउ या को थारा खाली या जा बायम खाजन नापात नासंगा जतु खाया जे मांगन account number submit खाकु जेंगा department ओना वरांगो चिंगा process खाना बा मखु जेंगा दिबा account number submit काहा हो ओदे चिंगा या 47 लाख जेको मानसो हा project elephant ने अंदरो सा को disperse करता इनो